Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Well, welcome back to Frankenstein Control.
Welcome back to the shack. It's been a long time since we recorded a thing. We had a lot of content, though.
We did. A whole bunch of crap happened since our last recording that we were not able to sufficiently dunk on for being on hiatus. For example, the whole Andrew Tate thing was real funny, and it happened.
Oh, yeah, that did happen. God, I already forgot.
That was like the last day of the previous year.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That
was New Year's.
Yeah,
Snuck
that
one
was
in.
That was in between Christmas and New Year's.
Wow.
The week where nothing ever happens, but something happened that time.
Fuck you, it's January.
It is an opportunity for me to use a joke about Andrew Tate that I have been hitherto unable to use, despite having come up with this joke like half a year ago and amused myself heartily with it, which is the fact that fucking Andrew Tate looks like the default male body in a game's character creator. He
Specifically like an Xbox 360
Yes.
era where every fucking hero of every game was fucking bald.
Yes.
Because they were too lazy to render hair.
If you start up Mass Effect and don't make any changes to Shepard to make him look cool, you fucking play as Andrew Tate. If you play like Elden Ring and you don't make any changes to make the guy look interesting, you play as Andrew Tate. One thing about him that was fun. Well, it's not about him, but we were watching some footage. I don't even notice this stuff because I'm not a graphic designer. My wife is. We were watching some body cam footage it was on a thing we were watching. They had like some body cam footage of the raid where they arrested him and his shitty brother, and they raided their compound and everything. And like the fucking tactical vests that say like Policia and like Gendarmerie, like in the other country's police.
Yeah. Was it in Comic Sans?
It was!
No.
It was in Comic Sans.
Well, it's very easy to read.
The font was in Comic Sans. Listeners like, why is the police font in Comic Sans? That's really funny.
The police are a joke.
Because they want to be whimsical while they beat you.
Yeah. I don't know how much beating they do in Romania, but
probably a lot.
Hopefully at least a little.
To Andrew Tate, yes.
He was arrested He was arrested at night. The raid took place. All the footage I've seen from it is dark, and I can only assume that's because the Romanian police are all vampires. And they had to come straight from like one of the scenes from Blade where they have like the vampire henchmen show up and they're in tactical gear and whatever. It's the same guy, so they have to go arrest Andrew Tate later. So Blade couldn't kill them all. He needed some left.
They couldn't solicit the help of the Daywalker.
They had to blast some sick crystal method beats. Yeah. And what is that beeping?
Oh, it must be a mail truck outside.
It's a mail truck and not the Amazon truck because there's no horrible cackling.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't. Yeah, they listen to us. They heard our podcast. We're the ones who changed it forever. They were so embarrassed.
I swear to God, I heard the hell crow cackling the other day outside.
Oh.
Maybe that was something else.
You just have a hell crow.
That's probably that.
You just have your concrete friend out there going, ah!
Ooh.
I will not go further into why I called him Concrete Friend. Welcome to Frankenstein Control, by the way.
Yeah, who are we?
Welcome past our long extended intro. My name is Taylor Russell. To my left is Ada Ship.
I'm Ada, and I eat concrete for breakfast and lunch and dinner.
Oh, God, it's like that video where that guy's eating the cinder block.
I need to see a dentist.
Yeah, I think so. Your teeth look like miniature strange nails.
Ooh, oh. All of her teeth fell out like this is a horrible dream she's having.
Ugh. And to the right of me, as always, is B-Rye.
I'm B-Rye, and I subsist mainly on aquarium gravel. You can eat it like cereal.
That's the good stuff, yeah.
Ugh. They do look like Fruity Pebbles.
They don't taste like Fruity Pebbles, though. I found that out the hard way.
They taste like rocks.
They taste like rocks and copper.
Rocker.
The copper is from your mouth being all fucked up.
Oh. Well, we're back after a long holy day season. Time for a little checkup. Huh? Ada, how was your holiday?
It was just fine.
Was it?
Yeah. We went to visit my parents in Richmond, and then the day after Christmas, we tried to go to Carytown and Maymont, and most of the shit there was closed. Like World of Mirth was closed. Love of Chocolate was closed.
Oh, I'm glad Love of Chocolate's still around.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I'm glad Love of Chocolate was closed.
The used game store, Bits and Pixels, is not around anymore. They went completely out of business.
That's a bummer.
Like, we were even looking it up just to make sure that that's what it was, and Jen found like a Facebook post where they were selling like their display cases and like taking the copper out of the walls kind of shit.
Hard out of business.
Literally everything must go. Well, you want to buy this carpet? $5.
It's got a bit of vomit.
Yeah. And all the like the inside areas of Maymont were closed. But we did still get to feed some goats.
Oh, good.
So that was nice.
You can walk around and get bit by a tick for free. You can do that whenever it's open, whether it's open or not.
Ticks aren't around.
What about you, B-Rye? How was your holiday?
My holiday was good. We went and saw the fam like we usually do. Of course, the little one was the star of the show, and got a good time there, and that's about it. And just sat around making up new names for her, because it's funny to do that.
Yeah. I had Christmas with Andrew Hussey.
You did. The thing is, there are details about your life that make that plausible and believable.
Yeah,
it's true.
I won't go too far into it, but yeah.
For those who don't know, Andrew Hussey is the infamous creator of the infamous webcomic Homestuck.
Or as I remember from the Homestuck thread way back in the day, the picture of him tangled in his own kite string, accompanied by the text, "This is our God."
Yeah, or the just simply, "You're welcome."
Yes. You're welcome. And the classic Huss lips from the memes.
So how are his lips in real time? In real person?
The camera must like capture them strangely because they weren't that.
Well, he has like facial hair now, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
every time I've seen him, he
full
looks like a
beard now.
regular guy.
He is just a regular guy. I'm putting it on the record. He's just a regular fucking dude. He's not some wacky space alien or anything like that. He's just a guy. And he's cool.
Well,
He's
if
fun
he
to talk
didn't want
to.
everyone to think he was a weird space alien, he shouldn't have made a comic where he's a weird space alien.
No, he's the only one in the comic that isn't a weird space alien.
No one remembers that part.
I remember all the parts, for I am the great Autismo. Rememberer of the esoteric. Put on my fucking Swami turban and spin ya yarn. Swami's a funny word. I don't know what it means. It might be offensive.
Now I am spitballing here, but I read a bunch of hippie shit like Ram Dass meditations and crap, and I believe it's just a spiritual rank in certain faiths.
Oh, okay.
Probably one of those words that's often misattributed.
It is definitely one of those words that is often
absolutely.
misattributed.
Look, man, I'll be honest, the only exposure to the word Swami I know is when...
Powerpuff Girls.
The salami.
The salami
The
Swami, yes. And then there's this one moment in Ed, Ed and Eddie where one of them is posing as a like a foreteller of the future of some kind, and Eddie goes, "Oh, do tell! Oh, Swami!"
I remember that.
And I was like, Swami's a funny word.
It is a funny word. That's why Cartoon Network used it a lot.
Yeah, the Christianity, I think, would do a lot better if their ranks of priests had funnier names. Cardinal is boring.
Yeah, they really need to get on that.
Name him like Super Daddy or something like that.
Super Daddy?
Yeah.
That's just the secret nickname for God that Catholics don't like you knowing about.
It's not Yahweh. The name he really commanded people not to say is Super Daddy.
We're all gonna get struck by lightning soon. Just you watch.
Right there in the fucking Old Testament, it says, "Call me Super Daddy," but also don't tell anyone that my real name is Super Daddy.
You know, rule number 2: you do not talk about Super Daddy.
Oh, speaking of people who talk to the Super Daddy and have a close personal relationship with him, fucking Pope Palpatine died.
Oh yeah, that did happen. Yeah, he did. He
There goes another Pope!
Somebody threw him down a reactor. I
was just about to say, plummeted down a reactor.
That's what the Vatican shouldn't have, like mile deep trenches in just the middle of the room with a narrow catwalk across them to get from one part of the Vatican to another.
Yeah.
Poor Pope Benedict.
Religion makes you do some weird things.
That's true.
He also, Pope Benedict was kind of funny because, like, he had a tough act to follow.
You did.
John Paul is like the Pope. Everybody's like, dude, this granddaddy Pope right here, boy. This here is granddaddy super ultra omega Pope John
Would
Paul.
you say that he was popular?
Oh! Yes.
Yes.
Yes. He was very popular, and then he fucking croaked, and Pope Benedict, Emperor Palpatine, had to fucking follow that act up.
Yeah.
And John Paul was all like, oh, all this extravagance, you do not need it. You only need to love God. And then Pope Benedict was like, I want a solid gold throne to sit upon. And I want shiny shoes.
I remember his fucking shiny shoes. I do remember the shiny shoes.
And he's like, I need the solid gold Pope shitter to sit mine holy ass upon.
I need a golden double toilet throne of
dolphins with open mouths. One pee-pee. And then he was like, you know what? Being Pope's hard. I give up. And so he did. And then Pope Francis came along, and he went straight back to like, so what's this gold shit? Get the fuck out of here. I don't need any of this shit.
I'm Pope Frank, bitch.
I became a holy man so I could wash people's feet. Now I'm the Pope. This stinks. And that's Pope Francis. He just wants to wash people's feet.
Okay.
I never asked to be the Pope. I keep trying to get out and you keep dragging me back in.
I'm just imagining now that image of the Deus Ex guy, but it's Pope Francis. It's like, I never Francis, but he's got the wraparound glasses.
Probably has a pair.
And the bionic arm. He's got a bionic lots of things. He hides a lot under that Pope robe.
Just like the fucking
His
tech
probe.
priests.
His probe. He got a lot under that probe, including a probe.
He don't even walk. If you see him, he has tank treads under there. He just goes around very rigidly. I'm just pulling shit from tech priests from 40K at this point.
Tetsuo the Iron Pope. Good old techno folks in 40K. They got it right.
They do.
Your flesh will betray you. Just go ahead and become a robot.
Just replace all your flesh with like a Walkman from the 80s. It's a good level of tech. You can't be it's analog, it's dependable. It's not gonna
last for fucking ever.
You don't have to fucking update it constantly. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna change where all your apps are.
You're gonna drop that shit on the ground, it won't crack. It'll fucking put a dent in the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
All that old stuff back then was just built to last, man. It's built different.
It really was.
Everything's built with cheap Chinesium now. You can't build nothing. You can't have nothing now without it exploding in your hands. Sometimes, literally, depending on how bad the battery is.
That is true.
So, not to interrupt, but
no, please
but
do.
Before the train of thought is lost, the Miss Universe competition is going on.
Whoa, wait, what? Wait, Miss Universe?
Yeah, like the beauty pageant where they get all the pretty girls from each country and parade them around.
There it is.
And there's always like a costume part.
Right.
Where the girls wear this huge, extravagant costume that like represents their country in some facet. And Miss Ukraine.
I saw Miss Ukraine. She looks like a fucking Overwatch character.
Yes,
it's crazy.
Miss Ukraine looks like either a Digimon or a Warhammer 40K character.
She does.
Like, look at that shit.
She's
Whoa, holy shit. Wow.
She's one of the freaking Adeptus Sororitas or whatever they were called. Battle maidens.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. I hadn't seen. That's. Wow, Grimes' new album cover is great.
Be right, don't be, come on.
No, that's fucking dope.
You know that's Billie Eilish. Dude, she looks fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
She looks like an Overwatch character.
Just once I want a Miss Universe contestant to show up in one of those, 9-foot Transformers costumes that people always film them falling over.
Yeah.
Every time I see those, I get so sad because I'm like, Oh, that costume's so cool. That must have taken so long. Oh, God, there he goes. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
I gotta get on that. That sounds hysterical.
Sam, help me.
I'm going down.
You're like, oh, my God, are you okay? He's like,
I give you the Allspark. Also, don't call an ambulance. I can't afford it.
I don't have health insurance.
and drives to the hospital himself.
I thought you were gonna say he transforms into like a to just like a gravestone, like plot and everything.
That's
a Family Guy joke.
No, Robot Chicken, because of
is
this.
it?
Remember the one where he had prostate cancer and he transformed into his own coffin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Tombstone's funnier.
It is.
Tombstones are silly because
Yeah.
like Coffin is like one step too close to corpse.
Yeah.
But like Tombstone is like twice removed, I would say, so it's fine. It's better.
Yeah.
Like
It's
how
less visceral. There we go.
Dr. Facilier at the end of Princess and the Frog turns into his own tombstone and it's scary as shit.
Oh wow, does he?
Yeah.
Does he look like the fucked up rock guy at the beginning of Part 4 of JoJo's?
I don't know what he looks like, so probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
Antonio.
Yeah, that's his name. I was like, Giuseppe? It's something Italian. Oh no, Giuseppe's a funny name.
This dangerous serial rapist, Giuseppe.
Look, man.
There is every chance of a dangerous serial rapist on JoJo's being named Giuseppe. Every chance.
See, I'm not alone.
If there's any show where that would happen,
We regret to inform our audience that the sound card on Ada's computer died. We continue the conversation about Giuseppe until talking about Harry Potter. Fuck Harry Potter and fuck J.K. Rowling. That's about it. Thank you.
anyway, speaking of other games you shouldn't buy, you know how certain stores or companies will do this thing where they have a product and they charge way more for it than anyone would naturally pay, and then they put it on sale for like 60% off.
Yeah.
So then, like, okay, now it's a normal price, and now people are like, wow, I'm saving so much money.
What a deal.
I rarely fall for that.
Yeah.
I'm not immune to it.
We're only human.
Yes, I'm only human. One such instance is I was buying some games for myself on Steam. Not Steam. On the Switch. Before Christmas, so like a bunch of stuff was on sale. I got Cuphead and I got Cult of the Lamb, and I saw another game that caught my eye because it only cost $5.
Oh,
and
boy.
it was 90% off. So
What
like,
a steal.
golly, that's a $50 game for only $5. And I guess these little anime characters in it are kind of cute.
Oh,
Let me
no.
look into the game. So I saw it, and it's, I won't give it away yet. I saw it, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like it's for me. And then it just would not leave my head. It was like the call of the deal, or just perhaps morbid curiosity.
Call of the void.
Like, it's only $5. Let's see what this game's about.
$5 for Pederast Academy. Let's,
It's a porn game.
Of course it is.
It's called Gun Pixies, and you play as these tiny alien women that just look like humans, and they have infiltrated a college dorm with the intent of shooting the normal size but therefore giant women living there with happiness bullets to make them happy.
Okay.
And this is all somehow to
Bringing joy to the world, yes.
the reason they're doing it is because their own species is stagnant or something, and it's just a Mars needs wives kind of situation. And
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. And
Mars needs moms.
That was a weird
well, there's
collective nightmare
originally
we
it
all
was
have.
like Mars needs wives. Mars needs.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, it was like an old 50s movie.
Really?
Really?
Shit.
I
I'm
had
pretty
no
sure.
idea. You're probably
I might
right.
be wrong.
The thing is, that sounds plausible because it would make more sense for Mars Needs Moms to
Am
be
I gonna-
playing off of an earlier thing because
Yeah.
that was just one of the weirdest fucking things that ever
So you're
happened.
telling me this is a John Carpenter's Mars Needs Mom situation? Because John Carpenter's
Oh,
Thing
yeah.
is based off an old thing from the 50s.
Yeah, but nobody remembers it.
Yeah, which is what they should be doing nowadays if they're going to remake stuff. But no, we just need safe, recycled garbage. Speaking of garbage,
Yes.
continue.
So I bought this game, and I played like the very first tutorial level before I'm like, I don't want to play this alone. I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I want to inflict this. I want an audience to witness this shit.
Oh no.
So this past weekend, Brian, Danny, and Shelby came over, so I played it for them, and I gotta say, if I had bought this game with the intention to get off to it, I would be extremely disappointed. It's like it starts you off on the tutorial level, and you've just got this woman on the floor like doing yoga or something, and like you can like shoot her, and like you shoot her in the crotch, and they'll do like kind of thing, and like it's like a 2 second cinematic of her like doing a surprise face and drooling a little bit. It's like, this is weird and gross. And then like you start the actual gameplay, and it's like 20 minutes of just visual novel crap that I started like doing the voices for them.
Like you have to.
And then we're like, this fucking sucks. This is so much. They're saying the same thing over and over. And they're doing the obnoxious thing where like it's a visual novel, so they don't really have much art.
Yeah.
And there's keeps being these gags about like one of the girls like whapping the other one on the head, but like there's no art for that or sound effects or anything, so they just like say it happens, but there's no visual indicator that it did happen.
Nothing is funnier than she hit her on the head.
Yeah.
Bonk on the head.
And then
hey, puppet pal bitch.
When it gets to the gameplay, the gun's really hard to aim, and also the girls aren't doing anything. They're just like standing there, and you just run over and like you shoot them in the ankle a bunch, and then like they're like, "Oh, I feel funny," and then like the level's over.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and step in a little dimension here, okay? Can I just I'm gonna propose my version of this game. Because it's very obvious that everybody just wants to jack off to it, right? So here's my jack off game. We're gonna retool this situation. You still play as tiny little people, right? But in this situation, we're gonna cut out the middleman here. This is gonna be a stripping game, like the old West to Newgrounds. All them games where you can strip.
Where like
people.
you shoot their clothes off or something.
Yes, yes. So, but here's the thing. Here's the catch. Here's the selling point. God damn it! You're still a tiny little person. You aren't firing happiness pellets. That's bullshit. Here's what happens. We're going full 3D. Each level is just a girl's room, right? And I want to.
This game is full 3D.
This game is full 3D.
The one that I played.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're going with that, right? But so here's the catch. Your little person, you have the 3D maneuvering gear from Attack on Titan, and you have blades, and your goal for each level is to cut their clothes off.
That's actually cool. I was terrified this is going to turn into something where you're actually still a little person.
And then you climb up their cloaca or whatever. It's fine.
You go up their dick hole like the fucking Candiru dickhole fish from the Amazon. The dreaded Candiru.
I took some screenshots when I was playing.
Oh no!
And,
I'll
put it on the screen. But if you don't want to look at it, when you win, this girl just says "Whoopagee," and that's
phonetically.
Yes, it's WOOOPAGEEE
Show me right.
question mark exclamation mark.
Whoopagee. That does say Whoopagee.
Whoopagee.
Yeah. And some other fun things about it. There's like apparently there are uniforms and like skins for your gun and everything that you can unlock. And like I had some money because you just pick up money in the game,
right? Like you do.
Yeah.
You steal it from the wallets of giant people.
Yeah.
Left sitting around.
But like there were very few options to like buy anything. So like there's all these windows of like gun skins, effect skins, and uniform skins, and like there's just nothing there. There were some like lingerie I could buy, but I couldn't afford them. But I started the game for some reason with something other than the default lingerie. And it's just chocolate. It's like 2 little spluts of chocolate on their nipple.
Wow.
and then like a chocolate bar that's been like warped and formed to work kind of as underwear.
Oh, that just looks like a front doo-doo.
It does, and it looks even worse because there's like a crouch move.
Oh, no.
You can make them crouch and crawl around to be quieter, and it just looks like she's shit herself.
God.
It's really gross.
Note to self, make it a fucking like peppermint stick or something. Just anything else.
Or even
Literally
like
anything
just
else.
the whole underwear. Like,
Or just the whole underwear. Dude, make it like that kind of edible
anything.
underpants.
They did the worst possible thing they
Make
could have done.
the edible underpants that's made of like the Smarties that's like knitted together.
Yeah.
Like, do that. Do something like that. Don't fucking make it look like your character just shit theyself. Unless, I mean, hey, maybe they're catering.
Ugh,
Maybe they're catering to some specific tastes.
That's a very, very esoteric fan service.
And they made it buyable within the game, so like, you know, it isn't like it's not up front. They're not front loading you with the doo-doo. That's an option. Doo-doo is an option.
But they did. They literally front loaded me with the doo-doo.
Wait, they did?
Yes, because that was the only lingerie I had, despite aside from the default one.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't default.
It was included with
default,
purchase.
But
it was included with the purchase.
And it was already unlocked.
It was already unlocked.
Okay,
I didn't do shit in the game. And
there's
I
a
could
bit of
now
an
do
agenda,
one.
I think, then.
the best possible option for an outfit in a game like this would just to be like a sensor bar across the naughty bits of the person, but with like text in it, like closed captioning that just says, "We already have your $5."
Or 50 if you bought this full price.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing.
all
They probably
purchases.
it's probably never $50.
Exactly.
Like it's never $50.
Exactly.
That's,
Like I got
All sales
tricked.
are final, bitch.
That's the goof.
There was also a weird graphical glitch where like
With their happiness pellets, goof.
the girls are just like walking around and
The whores.
they're
walking
all
around.
like wearing socks, but like the socks are a model that is separate from the rest of the model,
No.
and it's not aligned correctly. So when they move, you could actually see like the bottoms of their feet clipping through the bottom of the sock.
So stupid.
They didn't weight the socks properly to the
Yeah.
mesh.
So it looks like they stepped in cum, or something white and viscous.
They were making Bisquick pancakes, delicious Bisquick pancakes. They spill it on the floor and they step on it.
Yeah, it happens.
But they
to
kept
the
going
best
through
of
their
us.
day.
And like Shelby and I were watching like I just wasn't shooting them for a while. I was trying to explore and figure out what the fuck this game is about. And we were just watching the girl just like sit there or like just stand there with a vapid expression, staring at nothing, and then like doing a 90-degree turn and then walking and staring somewhere else. And we're both like, "This is what I do when I'm alone."
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Sometimes I'll do that.
I just stand up and look at a blank wall.
Sometimes I'll do that in hopes that a couple of small little pixies will try and shoot shit at me.
Is that
How's
why?
that working out for you?
Nothing, no success so far, but someday. It's like the Great Pumpkin. He'll come one of these Halloweens, and so will I.
Is that why I'm like cripplingly depressed and I feel like my head's full of bees all the time because there's not cute little anime women to shoot me with pellets because I'm also not a cute anime girl. I look like Daniel Stern.
Yeah. They don't want to go in a smelly man dorm. They want to go in a cutesy girl dorm.
Well, no, the Axe body spray kills them instantly. It's like diatomaceous earth to them. They just crumble up into a pile.
That's really funny.
Diatomaceous axe. What a fucking weird thing. I like
Gun
my
Gun
video
Pixies.
game better.
Terrible game. Don't buy it.
Buy my video game instead.
What is it?
The one I described earlier.
Oh yes, the flying around, cutting off clothes.
Attack on titties.
And the if you choose the male character when you play, you can choose as a male or a female character when you play that game, the game that you made up, Taylor. And if you play as the male character, you just look like Andrew Tate.
Oh no. Now you know what? Even the playing field, we'll make it so that you can either, you can choose if you want a male or a female subject. We'll call it for each level.
Okay.
We're gonna even things out. You get fuck boys and fuck girls.
The female character model also looks like Andrew Tate.
I don't want to see him naked though.
No one does. He doesn't.
No. We'll have a bevy of creatures that you can strip with your with your new 3D maneuvering gear. And it's gonna play the most fucking epic music ever.
Just butt rock straight from Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah. Now we're fucking talking. The last boss is Lubu.
Yeah. Fucking Cow voiced by Mr. Ratburn.
Put a picture of Mr. Ratburn on the screen.
All of China will bow to my ambition. Oh, are you having cake?
I can't top that. Good night, everybody.
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.